Hey, your friend Jill. Guess where I get to go today? To the hospital. But don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. It's just that today's my day to volunteer as a candy striper. Have I ever told you what a candy striper does? Just tell me, yes or no.
No.
A candy striper is someone who does volunteer work at a hospital. We have all kinds of jobs. Like sometimes I get to sit at the information desk and answer questions. Sometimes I take flowers or books and magazines to the patients' rooms. And sometimes I just play with the little kids in the children's ward. I've wanted to be a candy striper ever since I was 6 years old. That's when I was in the hospital, having my tonsils out. I'll never forget it, because I was supposed to be having a huge birthday party that week. I mean an awesome, fabulous party, with ballerina costumes for all my friends, and a 3-layered cake with a ballerina standing on the top. And there was going to be a fairy princess at the party, telling fortunes. But instead, I had to have my tonsils out and cancel the party. So my mom told me, look, don't be so upset. When you have your tonsils out, you get to eat all the ice cream you want all day long. It'll be like having a birthday party for a whole week. But then it turned out that this hospital didn't believe in giving ice cream. They gave me lime jello instead. And I hate lime jello. I started to cry. And I couldn't stop until this candy striper named Jane came in, carrying a huge bunch of helium balloons that she'd bought just for me. No one had ever given me a balloon bouquet before. Then she sat with me all day, playing games and reading stories and drawing pictures of me as a ballerina. She was a really good artist, and it looked just like me. I still have the pictures at home. Anyway, I'll never forget her. And ever since then, I've wanted to help other people get through their lonely times in the hospital, just like Jane helped me. That's why I was hoping you'd come with me to the hospital today. I could show you all around, and you can see what it'll be like when you're a candy striper too. Or if you don't want to go to the hospital, we could stay here and pretend we're doctors and nurses. It'll be fun. So what do you say? Do you want to go to the hospital or stay home and play?
Stay home and play. Stay home and play.
Did you say go to the hospital? Great. Let's go over to the hospital early and take a look around. I just love to roam around the hospital, especially now that I know where everything is. And I made special arrangements so that you could come with me today. But first, will you do me a favor and help me get into my official candy striper uniform? Because you know me, I like to have the official everything. My mom always says that she could get me to clean the whole house every single week just by giving me a sweatshirt that said, Official Slave on it. She's pretty funny sometimes. Anyway, could you do me one more favor? I bought a get well card for my favorite patient, Mrs. Carmen. Would you please find it for me? Do you need more time? Yes or no?
No.
You're good at finding things. Ready? Great. It's a good thing we decided to go over to the hospital early, because you know me, I hate to be late. One time when I was in kindergarten, my mom's alarm didn't go off, and she didn't wake up in time to get me ready for school. I would have been 20 minutes late. I went nuts and told my mom there was no way I was going to go to school that day. I was so upset I actually made myself sick. So my mom finally let me stay home. It's sort of embarrassing now, but the good part about being such a complete fanatic is that I never keep anyone waiting, because I am never, ever late. Hey, look, we're here at the hospital. Now, where do you want to start the tour? We could go in the front door and start in the lobby, or we could go in the emergency room entrance. So what do you choose, the front door or the emergency room?
Emergency room.
Can't decide? Then I'll choose. The emergency room? Okay, it's around the side of the building. Follow me. We'll peek in the door, and if it doesn't look too busy in there, we'll go in. Let me look first. The coast is clear. Come on in. It's okay. There are only a few people waiting to be helped. Oh no, not Benji Kepler again. See that boy over there? Seems like he's here almost every week. He's always falling out of trees and banging into things. Oh, look! That woman must be ready to have her baby. She looks pretty excited, doesn't she? I bet she won't have her baby until tonight, though, 'cause more babies are born at night than in the daytime. More babies are born on the weekends, too. You should see this place on the weekends. Sometimes there are 8 new babies in the nursery. Here's the desk. Hi, Mrs. Waterbury. One time the emergency room was really busy, and I happened to be here. So Mrs. Waterbury called me over and let me wheel a man down the hall in a wheelchair and take him to the x-ray department. It was just like being a real nurse. The x-ray technician didn't treat me like a kid either. He just said, "Oh, hi. Thanks for bringing my patient." Well, let's go down to the cafeteria and check it out, okay? All the doctors and nurses and staff people eat there, including Matt Severinsen. He's this really cute intern. Do you know what an intern is? Yes or no?
No.
Well, an intern is like a doctor in training. Anyway, Matt Severinsen is the clumsiest intern here. Everyone says he's really good, but he's so anxious to do everything just right that sometimes he moves too fast. He's always spilling things in the cafeteria, and once I saw him drop a whole bottle of pills all over the hallway. But he's always nice to me, and I just love his long, dark eyelashes. Sometimes he tells me funny secrets about the patients, like he told me that Mr. Washington isn't sick. He's just here to have a hair transplant to cover up his bald spot. But Mr. Washington pretends that he really is sick, so the nurses will be nice to him. And Matt also told me that Mrs. Carmen always tries to talk the nurses into giving her a second dessert from the food cart, and usually she gets it. That's why I like Mrs. Carmen so much. I can really get into having seconds on dessert. You know, it's almost time for me to report to work. So let's take this elevator to the second floor. That's where the candy stripers go for their assignments. Follow me. We just have to go to the second floor nurses station. There's a bulletin board there, and that's where they leave instructions for each candy striper. Let's see. Oh, cool! I have a choice. I can either deliver flowers to the patients or go to the children's ward and sing to them. Which one do you think we should do? Deliver flowers or sing to the children?
Sing to the children.
Todd? That's okay. I'll choose. Out. I think we should go to the children's ward, because children get really lonely when they're in the hospital. Let's take the elevator to the 4th floor. Here we are. Hi, everybody. Guess what? I picked a great song to sing for you, but first, wait till you hear my latest jokes. Okay, here's a hospital riddle for you. Why did the doctor tiptoe past the medicine cabinet? Because he didn't want to wake the sleeping pills. And no complaining. Remember, these jokes are free. Now, what did the doctor say to her boyfriend when he broke his leg? She said, "I've got a crutch on you." Get it? A crutch instead of a crush? Now here comes a rib tickler. What happened when the comedian fell down the stairs? He broke his funny bone. And did you hear the one about the boy who fell asleep in the doctor's office? He stayed up all night studying for his blood test. Oh, here's a funny one. Why did the boy go racing through the halls carrying a thermometer? He was running a temperature. And do you know why elephants can't be doctors? Because they don't look good in white coats. Now for my grand finale. I'm going to sing everyone's favorite song, Going Home. Sing along if you know the words. I'm going home to my family. That's where I wanna be. Home. Bye bye, bye bye. I'm going home. She's going home. Being here is not so bad. was great. But now it's time for us to go home. Bye, kids. I have to check in at the nurse's station, so I'll meet you downstairs. Okay? I'll be right back. Well, we had a great day, didn't we? And it's not over yet, because I have a surprise for you. I wrote a poem about being a candy striper, and it's called To My Best Friend. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Oh, I'm a candy striper. It's lots of fun to me. But sometimes I wonder what to do and how to be. I wonder what to say to the people who are sick, how to help and cheer them up so they'll get better quick. I say the right thing most times, so it's okay in the end. Thanks to someone who reminds me to simply be a friend. Oh, brother, now I'm embarrassed. I hope you like that. Anyway, guess what we can do now? We can play with the real hospital chart I have. See, every patient in the hospital has a chart that tells what's wrong with them, what kind of medicines they're supposed to have, and stuff like that. So I brought a blank one home, and we can use it when we practice being nurses and doctors. And there's one other thing I was hoping you would do with me today. I wanted to make some get well cards for the kids in the hospital. But you know me, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. So I thought maybe we could work together. I'll come up with the ideas, and you can make the drawings. Or if you don't want to do that, I'll teach you how to take your own pulse. How about it? Do you want to make get well cards or take your pulse?
Make get well cards.
Great! I'll just tell you my ideas, and you can take it from there. For one card, I thought it could say on the front, if you don't get well soon, I'll hold my breath until I turn blue. Then when you open it up, it shows a picture of a person with a blue face. And it says, thanks a lot. I look terrible in blue. My other idea is a card that says in the front, I'm good medicine for you. And then when you open it up, it says, because I'm such a pill. Get well soon. You know, on second thought, we might have to do this tomorrow because I'm tired. I guess the hospital is one of the busiest places to be. Thanks for being with me today. It was the most fun I've ever had as a candy striper. I hope if I ever get sick, that you'll be the person who takes care of me. Because we always do everything together, right? Remember, you and me, that's all that we need to make a good time better. My heart shines just like a rainbow whenever we're together. Come along, we'll sing our song each and every day. With a new best friend like you, I'm not afraid to say, together, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Thanks again for being my best friend. I'm going to cool out now while my tape rewinds. And then we can be together again. Bye for now.